Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, belated or whatever. It is now 2021. If you have set New Year's resolutions, now is the time to stick to them because by March it'll be over. All right. My name is Rudy Wilson. I am the worst one. I am here joined by some other terrible pastor kids who have amounted to nothing in life. No, I'm kidding. Got my sister Janessa Rowland with the library in the back. She reads a lot. Right. Georgia Tech.
Go Jackets.
Yeah. Got Terry Wayne sitting outside of the Last Supper.
Hey, this is Tuscany, okay?
Waiting to be inside. They only had.
Let's go over here to great old England then.
There you go. There you go.
Tuscany's not good enough for Rudy.
Terry lives in the museum, apparently, guys. No, that's dope. And of course, we got Kellie Lee, the daughter of the mega church pastors. They got 18 locations all over Georgia.
Someone said that to me the other day, like, Berean is a mega church. I said, is it?
It is in the sense of like locations, but I do understand where you come from in the sense of because Atlanta is a big church city. You know what I'm saying? So like you can have a big church and it still not be a mega church compared to
right. And maybe for the next one, I'll do some Google research on the qualifications of a mega church.
Right.
If we fit.
How many members exactly?
Right.
Hey, it's a little awkward now because TD Jakes, but he be preaching to some space. You hear me? Like he be preaching to some space. You be like, you really see how big that church is. It's like, oh, like
right.
Talking to nobody.
Right.
He be preaching like it's full.
But I love pastors that can, with or without the congregation. Like, guess how you know it's like an anointing? It's a gift. I'm not doing this for you guys. Like whether it's 0 people or 5 people or 5,000 people, they gonna preach.
But believe it or not, that's also because he's been doing it so long, so the longevity. But also like when he kind of started the same way like comedians start. And I always say that comedy and preaching is the same because like. When you first start out in both of them, like you literally preach or perform to a bunch of nobody. Like you're literally it's just you, the bartender, whoever picking up the chairs when this is over with. You know what I'm saying? Like so, when you already have experienced that, if you ever have to go back, you know what I'm saying, you can still go back, but just do that at a much higher level because you also have, the experience or whatever like that. So, yeah. So I know, he you know what I'm saying, when it came down to preaching, you know what I'm saying? So he I feel like he was able to revert back to what he knew, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? I actually just watched his movies not too long ago, Jumping the Broom.
Oh, I love
that. That's a stressful movie. The first one, that's a stressful movie.
The who?
Jumping the Broom? Why?
No, not Jumping the Broom. Women Die or Loose.
Yeah.
The first one with Kimberly Elise is her name, right?
Yeah.
Oof. And Loretta Devine. Oof. I was stressed.
Anybody else having trouble?
Say it again. What'd you say, Terry? Okay, I guess Terry ain't got sound. Terry? Can y'all hear me? Or is it just me?
I can hear you.
Oh,
Is it me having connection problems? Or is it everybody?
It's you, because I'm definitely trying to. Okay. Well, anyways, hopefully, Tara, just wait if you can hear us at any time. Or okay, and so we'll just try to, I guess, move on for now. And if we got to pause it, we'll do it later. Anyways, well, welcome back, guys. I guess. Well, there he is. All right. Well, that answered that question.
Look at me a little more.
Well.
I look okay. I'm sorry. I don't do videos. This is hard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't do video.
And you're not gonna edit that, are you? I don't, y'all.
I mean,
FaceTime, nothing. Because I just feel like I look terrible. I'm cute. I just.
You good? Terry, you good?
I am now. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Everybody
All right.
stopped working for a second.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No pressure. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, well, I guess. Well, let's. I guess I'll be remiss if I don't do this. How was everybody's holiday? You can just, everybody take a minute. You don't got to go too deep, but just breeze over it. Christmas, New Year's. What'd you do? Just give us a quick bullet list. We'll start with you, Janessa.
It was different. Not seeing family and friends like I typically do. We were, I did go to my parents' house, and we had all masks in the house.
Right.
We did presents and dinner. Of course, dinner, everybody kind of had to go to a different room just to eat. New Year's was different as well. We had online service. And I was at my parents' house for that too. So at midnight, typically at the church, you praying and all of that. We did that. And then it was like a war zone, with gunshots and the firecrackers.
Right.
And we realized that by the time we come home from church, that's all done. But because, we were at home, we all literally had to stay on our bottom floor just for safety reasons. You know what I'm saying? Just it's coming through the house. So we just kind of, waited till they were done.
Gotcha.
And went to bed, and that was it. Nothing fancy.
It's not fancy, but definitely peculiar to say the least. You have to. That's a lot. That's stressful.
This is actually my first time in life not being at church on New Year's Eve.
I remember my first one. I felt like I was gonna go to hell, and I ended up having like the best year of my life that next year. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not even trying to tell you funny. Like it was like one of the best years I had ever had. I was like, yo, I'm gonna stay tonight. And I wasn't even like at the club. I just didn't go. Like or my church didn't have it or whatever it was, but I didn't like. I wasn't like bucking, playing hooky. You know what I'm saying? I just did it. It was the best year of my life. But that's what's up, though. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you lost your virginity to the New Year's Eve service, and now you're.
But she watched it, so she wasn't in the service.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. That.
Technically, I was watching the Croods too, and then I rolled out for the prayer. But same thing.
That's definitely, you talk about preacher's kids. That's definitely a preacher's kid thing. I gotta go to church. I gotta welcome the new year in. Watch night service at the church. We've been doing that for ever. Right.
I've never known anything different.
I felt bad, like I said, the first time I went to the club instead of going to church.
Yeah.
But I most definitly have done it a lot in the last since college.
Yeah. I don't know if you was with Reese on this, but Reese used to be looking for like the early watch night service. Like, who's starting at 7 so I can
Exactly. You need the 7 o'clock service. My dad does a noon. I'm like, even better.
Right. You say he does like noon?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Noon to 1. You got the whole evening. Like
at noon? Hey, that service will be packed in my mind. We're about to wait. Let's do this.
Well, it's better to do it at noon on New Year's Eve as opposed to noon on New Year's Day, because then you just got a bunch of hungover people in the
right.
church.
Oh yeah. No, that's right.
For sure.
What about you, Terry? How was your whole situation?
Ups and downs, man. I had a number of close family members get COVID and got laid up, and a couple aunts and an uncle got hospitalized, so it kind of sucked on that. Even my dad ended up catching it over the holidays.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But he's recovering great. He got over it, and my siblings and us got him a really good gift. Got him a trip to Puerto Rico for next year.
Ooh.
And he loves to travel, so he was super excited.
Gotcha.
And then New Year's, man, it was great. I had a few people over. Gio, my co-host from my other podcast, came over with 2 people. Kept it under 8, just for responsibility. But made a whole big Southern food spread with. I made a pork shoulder and some collard greens, and black-eyed peas.
Shoulder. My goodness.
Had a chocolate fountain. It was awesome.
Gotcha.
Oh, I
Yeah.
knew you baked
What
there.
you know about collard
Like
greens?
that.
Mhm.
I'm from Memphis. I know plenty about collard greens.
Some black-eyed peas.
Yeah, and I had a ham hock in there, so relax.
But do you know about collard? Collard. What about
I
Not the words.
I know that most people like collard greens, but I like mustard greens better. But that's just me.
Oh, no. Not the mustard. Gotcha. Was that it, or I mean, you keep going? Yeah. I mean,
No,
okay.
that's it. I mean, so yeah, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of good times and some stress, but overall it was great.
Cool, man. I'm glad that you made it, man. Hopefully everybody recovers well, man. Shouts out to the Wayne family. I don't know if everybody's last name Wayne.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fine, everybody's fine now, but
Good.
Gotcha. Okay.
Good. I was wanting to say good.
Gotcha.
yeah, it's just worrisome at the moment. That's
Right. For
Definitely.
sure. For sure. All right, Miss Lee.
My holiday was great. Christmas, I did spend that weekend with my parents. We wore masks and social distance. So mask I came Thursday night and left Sunday morning. And I think it was Saturday or Sunday where me and my mom kind of were just in the living room watching TV all day and had masks on all day. And so, of course, by like 8, 9 o'clock, we're just irritable because it hurts behind your ears and you just But like I said, but it was good time, good fun. I needed that time with my parents. So I had a great time. New Year's Eve, I did virtual parties with my besties. So
Gotcha.
that was a good time.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
we had
I
part
heard.
1, then we had part 2.
Yeah.
So that was. Were you sleeping? I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry. But had a great time. We were supposed to stop at 11:55 to pray with my dad. In the church, was having such a good time. Missed all of that.
Yeah, I
But,
mean, I don't even know why y'all threw that in the plan. You should have just you should have just committed. Like, we're here, guys. It's not even 5 minutes short.
Wait, should have set an alarm for that 11:55 time. And so it was crazy when my parents called me like 12:10, 12:15. I was like, oh crap, what I'm gonna tell my daddy that I missed the prayer.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Daddy. I missed it.
Sorry, we were having too much fun.
But guess what, Daddy? Both of us made it to 2021, though.
Right.
We both here. Just don't forget that part.
I said, I'm gonna pray now.
Right.
So,
Gotta
so
go
good time.
back to the basics.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
It was a good time.
Gotcha.
What about you, Rudy?
That's what's up. I'm lame. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing the same thing I've been doing this whole time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the biggest, I guess, shift for me, if you will, was I wasn't doing podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because I went on kind of like, I guess, break with all those or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I just was, then I end up, because I've been like cleaning up my social medias or whatever. So I've been just finding a bunch of like old, pictures or whatever. I just been posting those or old videos or whatever.
I've
like
noticed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just I just found, you know what I'm saying? And I'm rebellious. Like I never post anything on Throwback. What is it, Thursday or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never do anything Thursday. I post throwbacks every other day of the week besides Thursday, just because I don't want to go with the flow. But yeah, I mean, just chill. I mean, Christmas. My mom and Jean was here, my stepdad, and then we basically was tour guides for them. New Year's, I would sleep. Actually, I guess I woke up at midnight, so I guess I woke up. I don't, but
Right on time.
I wouldn't think about it. So, yeah, because I think I was Kellie. I was talking to earlier because I was telling her like it's too much pressure for me to try to like set goals at the beginning of the year and think I'm gonna hold on to them by I just literally just set them day by day, and I just, I succeed at as many as I can. I fail at some of them every single day, and I just move on to the next one. So I don't really do the New Year's resolution stuff because I've never sustained any New Year's resolution I've ever set in my life. So it's like what's the point? So I'm just literally what do I got to do today, regardless of whatever the date is? Because I'm gonna fail at that anyway. So why waste it on 12 months of failure and then getting discouraged? Once you fail at one thing, you just don't want to do nothing. Like, I done already let this go. I might as well just go ahead and let everything go. So, that's just me. Story of my life. Anyway.
No, let me tell you a funny story about how much Rudy doesn't really do holidays. It's Christmas, and he sends us a message about a podcast meeting. I'm like, it's Christmas, Rudy.
I said that on Christmas. Day.
You said that on Christmas Day.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I swear I didn't even realize that.
What's the problem, guys? Is this a bad time?
I didn't realize that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even trying to be funny. I didn't realize that at all.
And I want to say it says something like, "No rush. Don't have to get back to me. Just want to talk. Let y'all know." Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Oh."
You see, in my mind, I was thinking about the whole break. I was thinking about just me sending this during the whole break. So I'm thinking like, okay, they're on break. So I'm not thinking about whatever day represents this break. I'm just thinking this break. So whatever. I don't.
What you're saying is you just weren't being considerate at all. Like at all.
I didn't. It's not even. I didn't even have a thing to be considered. I know even an acknowledgement to even be there. I apologize.
But you have a whole Christmas tree, like.
But yeah, but that's. I mean,
that's to make up for his tweeting on Christmas.
yeah. I mean, that's just
No, I just thought that was hilarious.
No, yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't. This is literally news to me. I did not know that was Christmas Day. If I would have been cognizant of it, I wouldn't have sent it. I would have waited. But I didn't know.
Oh boy.
Okay. Today's not nobody's birthday or nothing. Is it? Like, did I miss something? Is everybody?
Oh, trust me, I'll let y'all know.
You already missed Jesus' birthday, and that's
right. Well, I mean, so did the rest of the world. Because I mean, everybody else gets gifts. So I mean, I'm the Grinch. No, I really am though. Like I've been stopped doing the gift giving thing. My kids will never get gifts, not from me at least, not on Christmas. I'm not even joking. I will get my kids gift 64 days out of the year, but I will skip Christmas purposely.
Well, I'm so glad they have.
What are you, Jehovah's Witness?
Right.
No. We're going to celebrate the holiday, but I'm talking about getting gifts. I didn't say anything about not celebrating. They're not going to get gifts. What?
Not
okay.
even like the Christmas.
I'm sure they're going to
Bible.
Give me this. Because I guess I don't know if this is where we're going to just go with this whole conversation today, but I'm fine with it. Give me this though. Give me one justification why anybody gets a gift on Christmas. And before you answer, I'm going to make a point to why I'm asking that question. If you look at every other holiday that you get a gift, on your birthday, it's obvious why you're getting a gift. It's celebrating the day that you were born. Valentine's Day, you get it from your sweetheart. Mother's Day, Father's Day. Okay, now, when Veterans Day come up, or Memorial Day, or Thanksgiving, or any of these different things, like, is anybody getting gifts just because it's the holiday, or are you getting a gift on a holiday where it's justified, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, your birthday, and Valentine's Day? All of those have justification. What is the reason we're getting gifts on Christmas?
Because giving children gifts from Santa on Christmas makes them believe in a more magical world.
But it's not even just about the kids. I'm talking about everybody, even the people who don't believe in Santa. I'm just asking, why are we getting gifts on Christmas?
Show people you love them during the holidays.
To share the gift that God gave us.
But I'm saying there's plenty other holidays. There's plenty other holidays that you don't give gifts and show people that you love them.
Because we don't know where to send Jesus's gifts, so we just give them to each other.
I'm not bringing Jesus into the conversation. I'm not even asking to give
it's his birthday.
No, but this is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I'm not even taking it that deep. I'm just saying, let's say it's not Jesus' birthday. Let's just say it's just Christmas. This is just the holidays. Whatever.
It's his birthday.
I'm not saying that it's not. What I'm saying that is the point I'm making has nothing to do with Jesus specifically. What I'm saying is that during this holiday, whether you want to look at it as Jesus' birthday or just the 'tis the season to be jolly with your family or whatever, my whole point is, what is the reason or the justification that a human being deserves a gift on December 25th specifically? What is the reason?
But
It's
you
not
can ask
about
that for anything. For like why February 14th? Do you need a
no.
gift
But I'm
from
saying it's not about the date. That's it's not about the date. The holiday represents, okay, this is the day that you do something special for the person you love, or for your mother, or for your father, or for the person on the day that they were born. I'm saying all of those are actual tangible reasons. Nothing exists like that for Christmas, besides the fact that either you just get gifts because your kids believe in Santa and they think that's just what happens, or you just want to buy your kids gifts because you don't want them to be the only ones who don't have them.
Well, I think it makes you feel good to give things to other people. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I always love giving gifts more than receiving.
But there's 364 other days that you can do the same thing.
We just all picked a day a long time ago, and we said this is the day where we all give each other gifts.
But why?
Like Janessa said, because it's a representation of what God gave us on Jesus' birthday.
What, an iPad? Is what you're saying?
Well, we can't give eternal salvation, so we give an iPad instead.
You don't give us eternal salvation on Christmas. He didn't. Jesus ain't died for our sins on Christmas. He was born.
When he was born, that's the gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but
he was giving gifts on his birthday.
Exactly.
Because it was his birthday. But that's what I'm saying. That's a justification because it's his birthday.
Jesus a gift.
This is what I'm saying. When Jesus was born and the wise men, whatever, were they looking for? Let me find all the babies in here, or are we looking for just this one? They were looking for that one because he was the one who was being celebrated. What does that have to do with the rest of us? Is what I'm saying.
You got a real bah humbug thing happening.
I don't even know. I don't know who that is.
Right?
I don't know who that is.
Being too harsh, take a step back.
I don't know who bah humbug is.
But I would say I give gifts throughout the year. Like I'm a just because type of person.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Christmas, Tuesday.
How about it's just tradition?
Right. I'm not upset at a holiday that celebrates giving to other people. Because everyone isn't a just because type of person. Some people need a reminder that today's my birthday, it's an anniversary, it's Christmas. People
just need a nice time of year to be an excuse to be nicer to one another, just so we don't all kill each other eventually. You know?
But then, so what happens to the person who can't get it because they don't have that person to get it for them? Then what happens?
Well, then you talking about like people who are
whoever. That's for whatever the reason is. They cannot get gifts. So they get to feel like shit during the holidays, while everybody else just gets to do their thing.
How about one of my favorite gifts? A coupon book, free back rub, something like that. That's great.
Or for kids, if they're in the school, then because I work in the school system, and we just passed the holiday season, so most of them are identified as maybe not, being in a position to receive gifts, and then someone sponsors them.
Right, but that's
like Angel Tree or churches that give out gifts.
I know that happens, but let's be real. That doesn't happen for every kid in the world. That doesn't happen for every kid in America. Every kid in America is not given that same liberty. That does happen. I'm not taking away from the great work that you're doing, Kelly. But what I'm saying is that there are people who are still going to go without. That's just like there's kids who for a fact are going home hungry every single day. You know what I'm saying? But you're not sending them home with food every single day. You're just watching them go home hungry. You know what I'm saying? But if it was Christmas time, you'd be like, well, let me send you home with a turkey. But so what about the rest of the year? Is what I'm saying.
So what you're saying is, if you can't do it every day, just don't do it at all.
I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that what makes December 25th more valuable than the rest of the days for us, not Jesus' birthday, for us as human beings, what makes that day more valuable that we deserve something? Let me be married and my spouse or whoever ain't get me something. It's problems.
But everybody's not like that.
I think it's more about remembering remembering your childhood and what it was like for you, and you had this great Christmas morning, and it's like about remembering that positive time in your life, and it just makes you feel happier when that time of year comes around, and then you want to give it to other people just subconsciously. And by the way, Kelly, I used to work with Angel Tree too. Great program.
Mm-hmm.
We do it at our church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, I felt way better when my dad would come back from out of town from like a work trip or whatever like that, and he would bring me a toy. That felt way better than any Christmas morning. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even.
I mean, and it is a nice feeling to be thought about why your parents are out of town, that he thought that on this random day to get my son a gift. I definitely understand that.
I'm talking about like on a Tuesday. It ain't even, I can't even tell you what month it was or year. I just remember it happening. Mm-hmm. And like, yo, I need him to go out of town more often because this is lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he comes back.
But do you not remember Christmas? Do you not remember the joy of coming downstairs and seeing gifts under the tree? Or
we didn't do the tree. We didn't have a tree. That's what I'm saying. This is the first tree I've ever had in my life. I keep telling y'all.
You guys didn't have a tree growing up?
No.
Okay. So what about family? Did you guys spend the holidays with
I'm saying we got gifts. I'm saying, but we didn't get a tree is what I'm saying. Like it was either like just sat in the middle of the floor or we got a little older. My mom would try to do like little scavenger hunts, like hide them in the bathroom or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like other than that, I mean, we never had like a tree though. But I mean, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. But I was going along with it because in my mind that time I'm just thinking this is just what happens. But even my mom, as we got older, like she stopped with the gifts and stuff, and she was just like, I mean, it ain't y'all birthday. What do we? Because my mom on the Jesus thing. She on the Jesus birthday thing. Mm-hmm. Like, so she like, this is why am I getting y'all gifts? You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to shut down gift giving all over the world. I'm not trying to steal Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, at the same time, there's no real justification outside of the answer, kind of like Terry was giving. Like, this is just the day we chose to just be extra nice or whatever like that. I guess that's just almost an opinionated answer because there is no set. Outside of either you believe in Santa Claus, because then that's just your thing. Like, well, Santa brings gifts, so that's just our, whatever. But if you're, an adult, which I'm, and you're understanding like whatever, you're gonna understand that like we're just literally giving gifts because this is just what has always happened. But there is no real justification that it's December 25th. Okay, my nieces, my nephews, my kids, my mama, all these people deserve a gift on this particular day as opposed to any other day. There's no concrete evidence that December 25th represents that outside. This is just what we want to do.
I think
Rudy you can argue that for any holiday though, because there's people like witnesses don't celebrate their birthday. So
they don't celebrate any holidays though.
Any holiday. So I think it depends on who you are, like, and what your values are.
I'm talking about for the people who celebrate holidays. Is what I'm saying. Like, if you celebrate holidays, you know for a fact that Mother's Day, because people don't show appreciation for mothers all year long. So this is a reminder. Hey, let's do some extra special for mom. Now there are some people.
I know.
I'm not talking about you as an individual. I'm talking worldwide. I'm saying I'm not pinning this on any of you three at all. I'm just saying as a whole.
But what I'm saying is I think it's not fair to just say as a whole or worldwide, because there are people, whether they celebrate holidays or not, might not do something for Mother's Day, might not do something for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Personal.
Right. That's fine. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, but for your mother to get something on Mother's Day is justified because this day. But I'm saying it because all holidays were a day that was set. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the day we choose. This is what it represents. But what I'm saying is that Christmas is the day that they chose. But what does it represent in the sense of saying this particular person or this particular group or whatever deserves a present on this day? Because on Mother's Day,
that's the same thing for Mother's Day. You can appreciate your mother, but you don't have to buy her a gift.
It's not.
No, but I'm saying it's not about what you listen. It's not about what
you deserve.
It's not about what you're doing. I'm talking about who deserves the gift. What I'm saying is if your mother gets something, whether you get her something or not, that's your choice. But if she gets something on Mother's Day, as opposed to any other day, that's justified because she is a mother. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're gonna say Happy Mother's Day to this mother in appreciation for her mothering kids on this particular day.
Well, then why should you get a gift on your birthday just for staying alive another year?
Yeah.
I mean, why give a gift any day if that's the point? It's not about deserving.
I'm not forcing you to
deserving
give a gift
for yourself. It's about the joy you feel for giving to others.
But what I'm saying is that there's no, you're still not giving me a justification for that particular day. Because what you're saying is if I just enjoy giving, I can give anytime. But why that particular day is the day where the joy of giving comes out?
I think you just don't like wang-doodles. You don't like noisy whatsits, and you wish all those who's would just go back in their houses. That's what I think.
I'm not campaigning this. I'm not trying to preach this to the world and say stop giving gifts. But I'm asking for the answer of, besides this is what we want to do or this is tradition. Where does Christmas fall under the line of, especially even as Christians who are saying this is Jesus' birthday? Where did this come from that we are in a place of deserving a gift, not just receiving gifts because somebody wanted to buy it? We're almost get to a place of what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're entitled to a gift.
Who said you're entitled?
Nobody did.
No, but I'm saying, but that's a thing. Like when you're with your family, whatever, like you expect to buy them gifts and expect them to buy you gifts. Like that's the mindset of Christmas. You can't just think about just yourself. That's the mindset.
I'm not. I think that's the problem I'm having is you're generalizing. Oh, this is what Christmas means to millions of people, which is probably true, but also there are millions of people who don't. Like who don't, period. And I feel like if you want to, if there's a valid justification or not, like that's your own prerogative.
I've said that from the beginning. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are arguing something that I'm not arguing. I'm not
asking for a justification.
No, I'm not. But listen what I'm saying. But
justification is your own prerogative.
I'm not asking for a justification in the sense of me giving permission. I'm just saying that's why I keep making the example of, in the same sense that Mother's Day represents that mothers get gifts, or somebody's birthday is representation of them, the day that they were born. I'm saying that Christmas is one of two ways. Either you believe it's Jesus' birthday or you believe in the whole Santa Claus route. But if it is
something else.
But okay, does anybody in here believe something else besides those two?
I grew up in a house that where there was Jesus and Santa.
Right, gotcha. So we're still talking about the same two. So what I'm saying is that if it is Jesus' birthday, and how you know to celebrate birthdays, you getting a gift on somebody else's birthday isn't justified. But then even on this side of it, if you're just talking about the whole Saint Nick approach, if that's what you want to believe, then I mean, whatever. But at the same time, we understand that Santa Claus isn't real. That's just parents or whoever buying the gifts for their kids. But the whole point I'm saying is that it is a tradition. It is something that we are just doing, we go along with. But all I'm saying is, if you want to buy gifts, I keep saying it is the prerogative. I'm not stopping that. I don't care if you buy gifts or not. I don't hate gifts. Like if you bought me something, I wouldn't be like, man, get this shit out of my face. I'm not saying that. Like all I'm saying is that there is no particular reason that us as human beings here on Earth, deserving or not, should be receiving gifts just because it's Christmas, because Christmas does not represent us getting gifts.
But it does though.
Right. I'm like, but why can't Mother's Day justifies mothers getting gifts, Father's Day justifies fathers getting gifts. Even like you said earlier, if you take Jesus' birthday out of it, which you really can't, but if you take Jesus' birthday out of it, Christmas is a day where everybody gets gifts. Like, why is that because as Terry said earlier, the joy of giving gifts, the joy of receiving gifts, like, oh my gosh, that was so thoughtful. You heard me when I said I wanted some red leather pants and you bought me some red leather pants. Makes me feel such joy, or the same amount of joy as if they bought it to me on a random Tuesday and said, hey Kelly, I heard you wanted some red leather pants, here go some red leather pants. And it's on Christmas. Christmas is just a day where everybody gets gifts.
Yeah. And I got to be honest, Rudy, I love you, but you're on a real bad look here, man. You really are. Like, you're going to have hard time getting support for this.
Oh, I'm not looking for support. That's what I'm saying. This is not a campaign. I'm literally having a conversation. Like if y'all walk away from here and buy gifts for the next million years, I'm not going to be like, yo, this is it. I'm done with y'all. Like I don't feel that strongly about it. I don't wake up on Christmas and go on Instagram Live and like, yo, if you open the gifts, you ain't woke. I'm not saying that. That's not my point. I'm just asking a simple question of there's no direct line in the sense of people.
In your opinion.
No, but I'm saying there's no it's no direct line because of what you said, because everybody believes something different. That's why I'm saying there's no direct line. Because on Mother's Day,
there's a direct line.
There's a direct line because the only way there isn't a direct line is if you just either don't celebrate holidays or you do. But if you celebrate holidays, there's no question. Like nobody's kids are getting presents on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be.
How do you know that though?
What I'm saying, I get it.
It'd be weird if they did.
But why couldn't everybody get gifts? Why can't Christmas be a day where just everybody gets gifts?
It's not can. It is. It is a day that everybody gets gifts. I get that. But I'm fine with that. I'm not losing sleep at night about that. All I did was simply ask the question: is there a direct line, just like those other holidays? That's all I'm asking.
Rudy,
and if there's not, getting gifts, that's
Rudy.
fine. All I'm saying is that's all I was asking. It was that.
Rudy, who hurt you? Okay, who hurt you? You need
a
hug.
Y'all are getting frustrated at me because y'all thinking I'm trying to be the Grinch, and I'm not. Like I'm literally.
I don't think you're trying to be
out by saying I'm gonna look like the Grinch, and then you
because I know how people feel about Christmas. That's what I'm saying. I know. As soon as you start trying to shut down gifts or whatever, people feel like you like this woke person who's trying to say the Earth is flat. And I'm not. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just asking a simple question of the direct line. But go ahead, Janessa.
No, I was gonna say I think the disconnect or whatever you want to call it is. Instead of your opinion is that there's not a direct connection between gift giving and Christmas, but that's your opinion, which is fine. What I think Kellie and Wayne and myself are saying is like there is a direct correlation for us, and so it's either going to be for this conversation for us there is, for you it isn't. But if you're going to keep asking what's the direct correlation and we keep telling you, like, I don't understand where we're going.
How about this for a direct correlation? We can't do anything for Jesus on Jesus's birthday other than go to church and pray and give thanks, which I assume everybody does anyway. But he also said things like love thy neighbor, honor thy father and mother, love thy enemy, which is all things that we do on Christmas.
But I'm saying, did he specify to one day, or was he talking about every day?
No, we just do it in remembrance and in honor of. That's it.
So you trying to tell me that you wake up on Christmas thinking about honoring thy neighbor? Is what you telling me?
No, I think that it's a nice day.
Why did you even bring that?
I just think it's a nice sentiment on Christ's birthday that we honor his wishes and be a little nicer to each other, including showing affection and love through getting something personal for somebody in your life. What's the problem?
It's not a problem with that. I'm just asking what makes Christmas that day is all I was saying.
It's probably some old, it's probably rooted in biblical times, just like she said with the frankincense and the myrrh and the gold that they brought to Jesus.
Right. I'm sure it has some significance. We may not know we may not have done the research or the whatever to find out what the significance of December 25th is, but I'm sure we can all go ask our fathers.
Well, most people know that Christ wasn't actually born on December 25th.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a day representing it.
Of course, right.
But that's what I'm saying. But if we're even talking about Christ's birth, then even then, why do we get gifts on somebody else's birthday? Is what I'm saying. And you can't get them gifts.
We want it that way. That's why.
You can't get them.
Necessarily that we get gifts, or is it that we are giving gifts, and when you give, somebody has to receive?
That's what I mean. We're giving gifts to show our love for everyone else on Christ's birthday.
So when you give me a gift, you're saying happy Jesus' birthday. This is a representation of his birthday. All right,
we give gifts to show our love, but if we're loved by others, then we're obviously going to receive gifts for the same reason we're giving them.
So you telling me everybody who gives you a gift is giving to you for the exact same reason as you, for Jesus' birthday?
I can't
in my life, yeah,
other people
probably.
are doing, but I know that my mother, she gives specific Christmas gifts. Like our Christmas tree got Jesus is the reason for season, sign and art, Jesus is the reason for the season, nativities, like we're super Jesus over here. And when I say my mom like gives us specifically Christ-centered gifts, that's what we receive. So
Janessa, I'm not trying to paint you to be a bad person. I never said.
I'm trying to explain to you that for us,
right, I get it.
Family, the direct correlation is my parents give us Christian gifts like Bibles, or guides, or whatever. So for us, when we celebrate the birth of Jesus and how God gave us Jesus as a gift, and then my parents come back and give us Christ-centered gifts, that's the direct correlation for me.
Right. I mean, listen,
But for you, it might not be that way, and
I'm not saying it. But our direct correlation was the fact that, once again, for us, in reference to my mom, it was just my dad never bought us gifts because he just wasn't even on that as far as Christmas. But as far as my mom, like when we got old enough to realize, like, this ain't about us, like she told us, like, it's Jesus' birthday. You know what I'm saying? So like, well, whether we feed the homeless or whatever the case may be, like she would take us to do different things. But the point is, like, we stopped getting gifts a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And it was specifically for the fact that the way you celebrate birthdays, whoever came with this tradition, I don't know, is, you bake them a cake or whatever, you get them gifts, whatever like that. So every year we started baking Jesus a cake, literally singing happy birthday, blowing out candles the whole nine, and not getting any gifts ever. Like, I mean, this happened for years. So what I'm saying is, like, yeah, that's how we just chose to do whatever the case may be. And I'm not forcing nobody else to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not tripping. Like, it ain't no big deal. Risa literally was the only person who bought everybody a gift from Christmas. We was like, Risa, why are you doing this? She was like, I want to still be in the spirit. So, okay, we took the gifts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I didn't scold her for that. I didn't ask, why are you doing this? I just took the gift. Thank you. I appreciate it. I opened it, took it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna like rain on her parade. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not gonna buy her a gift because I ain't buying nobody gifts.
And you shouldn't have to. And I think that's the point. That
I think you're just feeling guilty.
No. That's the last thing I'm.
And me, what I know about Risa is a giver. Risa likes gifts. She loves giving gifts. Well, she is. I don't know about your brother sister. But me, Risa probably buys some of the most thoughtful gifts ever. And so I know that it gives her joy, when she gives gifts to the people that she loves. Consistent with what Janessa was saying, before we even open gifts on Christmas, we read Luke, where the Jesus' birth, and we sing happy birthday to Jesus. We all say a prayer together. We do all of that, again, to make that direct line to the real reason for the season, which is Jesus. And then, like I said, I mean, I think we're going to agree to disagree. the three of us,
The weird thing is, if Jesus was here right now, he'd be like, Rudy, you're ruining my big day, man. Would you calm down?
Because I don't think that the Jesus that I know, doesn't have an issue with people giving out of love. There are some people, like you said, who give 364 days a year regardless, and there's some that don't and need that little push on Christmas to say, hey, get your mama something, get your daddy something, get your son something, get, or whatever. And I think that's okay, because the joy that even watching, if you have, kids or nephews or nieces, watching them open gifts is just like the most amazing thing ever. But I see where you're coming from, Rudy. And then you giving us background about how you grew up helps me understand why you feel the way that you feel now. But I think we're just going to agree to disagree.
I don't disagree with y'all. That's what I'm saying. It's not a disagreement. I literally was just asking a specific question. I don't Listen. I'm saying, when I was posing the question, I wasn't trying to come attack your traditions and say, hey,
I don't feel attacked. I'm fine.
But so what I'm saying is, so that's what I'm saying. So there was no necessarily like having to be an agree to disagree. Like in the sense of like, will I ever buy you a gift on Christmas? In that sense of agree to disagree, okay, sure, right, yes. But in the sense of me, how I feel about you buying gifts or whatever the case may be, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I was just asking because of the fact that Christmas is the one holiday that in reference to gift giving. Because like I said, even on Veterans Day, like the restaurants where they maybe do something, but like we ain't buying veterans gifts. We're not going to look for homeless vets on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not catering to them. Like we just going about our day.
Yes, some people do.
Right,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. But hear me clearly, guys. I'm not trying to pin the whole world to one thing. I get that y'all do things different, and there's other people who do things different. This is not about trying to do that. All I'm saying is that the general consensus of how the mindset behind how holidays work is that when there comes down to a giving, whether it's a baby shower or whatever, like you're giving it for that specific reason in the sense of like what you came for that. And what I'm saying is that with Christmas, whether you believe it's Jesus' birthday or not, if there is I just want to give gifts out of love thing, 100% good with that. I'm just saying in the sense of how holidays are just programmed, if you will, or kind of set up. There is no direct like, okay, because it's Christmas, all the whoever's get this. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. It's just literally we just gonna splurge it up and do, whatever, which is fine. But all I was saying is there's no direct in the sense of Mother's Day.
In your opinion, that's where the disconnect is. You, in your opinion, you feel like there is not. We just gave you a whole bunch of reasons why we feel like it is.
That's what I'm saying. But the fact that y'all have different reasons lets you know there's not a direct one, is what I'm saying.
But there is. It's just direct for different people.
That's what I'm saying. But on other holidays where gifts are given, there is no different direction. That's what I'm saying. There is no different direction.
But I think if you listen back to all of ours, there's a lot of overlap in what the three of us said. I think
because y'all like we have the same type of upbringing. Like I'm clear that y'all wouldn't be off the wall with some Christmas stuff. That's what I'm saying. This is not even about y'all. I'm just talking about that's what I'm not trying to say that y'all are in y'all house and spiking the eggnog and saying F Jesus. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just literally posing the question as far as that. I didn't mean to frustrate everybody.
Nobody's frustrated.
I just want you to be happy.
I'm a terrible person. He's like, oh man, he called me.
I didn't say you were a terrible person. I said you were
frustrated. I'm just saying that you posed the question, we gave you answers. It is like the answers aren't good enough, or they're not satisfying what you're saying.
It just wasn't to what I was asking, because y'all kept answering your direct backgrounds, which showed that yes, you have your representations of Jesus and why you give gifts, so on and so forth, which is fine. And I'm not saying that nothing bad about anybody. I'm not saying that, but it's just like, okay, I'll say this and we can close it out. It's just like how we talked about in the beginning about like going to watch night service. Like, I don't know about y'all, I definitely just went because it was tradition. I thought it was nothing else you're supposed to do. Like, I really felt like if I ever going to the New Year's and not in church, I was going to die and go to hell that year. Like, I'm not even joking. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me that, but that's just literally what I did from the day I can remember ever showing up at church. So when I got older and wasn't even around my parents, I would continue to do that because like, this is what you just have to do. Until that one year we didn't have it and I didn't go. And regardless if I had the better year or not, nothing about my relationship with Jesus changed, in the sense of like taking a step back. Like, I was perfectly fine. I continued to grow, whatever the case may be. And so what I'm saying is like, I didn't necessarily have to do something just because this is just what is done on this particular day. Now, if people decide to keep going to watch night, I'm not going to church and shutting people down. You know what I'm saying? Go to watch night, fine. But it just gave me the liberty to be able to decide if I'm going to just go, I'm just going to just go. But it's not because I feel like I'll be damned if I don't. So that's the same kind of mindset that I had in the sense of even just say holidays or Christmas or whatever. Like, is this something we're just going with the flow with, or is there, whatever the case may be? But
it's just nice. It's just nice.
Well, Terry, you're not that nice. I don't know why you always trying to act like you're just.
I'm just saying it's nice. It's just nice to give gifts to people on Christmas. It's just nice. It feels good.
All right. Well, you want to give me
your parents gifts on Mother's and Father's Day?
Say it again.
Do you give your parents gifts on Mother and Father's Day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
But I mean, I've got my parents' stuff throughout the year though. You know what I'm saying? Like just on some. Oh, I think my dad like this or whatever.
You give your lady something on Valentine's Day?
I'm single as hell. I'm single. It's here.
I'm saying, have you ever given a lady something on Valentine's Day?
If I was in a relationship, yeah.
Well, that's a holiday that was made up by Hallmark to sell greeting cards.
What does that have to do with anything? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm saying if we can give gifts on Valentine's Day, we can give gifts on Christmas, you know?
No, but I'm saying, I didn't get the world gifts. I got my lover gifts on Valentine's Day. Because that's what
I got family gifts on Christmas. I don't give the world anything.
Okay, Terry. I'm not trying to pick this argument back up. I was over it. I mean,
All right.
I'm still not gonna buy gifts. Y'all still are. Like we're past it. I don't think we have to do this anymore.
I'm just hurt because I got you a twerking Santa and you don't seem to appreciate it at all.
Well, it would have to be a twerking Jesus, and it had to be black.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little blasphemous.
And he had to be saying, "It's your birthday." Oh, it's my dog's birthday. My trick daddy. Make sure you find that. All right. Well, Terry, go ahead, man. You want to close us out in a prayer? And I'm just kidding. Give us your social media and stuff like that, brother.
It's Terry Wayne Comedy on all platforms. Yeah, you can find me, and you can find this podcast on Spotify.
And you can find this podcast on Spotify. Shouts out to Kellie.
Get those numbers up, people.
Say it again.
I was just telling the people to get those numbers up. That's all.
Gotcha. Kellie Lee.
Princess Kels 51 on Instagram.
Are you still private?
Still private, but I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are at all. I don't think
you're to go and change it.
I don't think you're becoming unprivate anytime soon.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Did we decide on this page or not? Because if so, we can just send them there and they can find you there, Kellie, on the actual.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll do it at the end. Go ahead,
Check that out.
You can find me at JRihanna __ on Instagram, JRIANA __. That's it.
All right. I am Rudy Willy Nilly Wonka, but most importantly, find us at The Worst Ones PK. TheWorstoness PK. Stands for Preacher's Kid. Believe it or not, somebody already has The Worst Ones and The Worst Ones podcast on Instagram, but neither one has anything to do with Preacher's Kids at all. Like, I think one is like Rock Band or something. It's like, they're really, really worse. Like they're way better. I think another one has drugs.
Everybody wants to find Rudy tonight. He's going to be visited by 3 ghosts.
Is that the Scrooge story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's it, man. The Worst Ones, PK. Yeah, man. We're gonna start posting our stuff there, getting everybody to follow that page so we can get Kellie some interaction because y'all ain't gonna find her personally. And and we're gonna keep this thing pumping, man. This was a good conversation. It didn't last that long because we've been on here probably at least 12 minutes worth of technical difficulty. So we only had about like 50 minutes. But nonetheless, this was a good conversation. Like I said, I apologize for stirring up the Christmas pot, guys. I make sure I buy all of you gifts next year. Just
I want it just because.
Just so you guys don't feel the type of way.
Somebody check on Rudy. That's all I want for Christmas.
Yeah, man. But yeah, season 2, episode 1, we back. And we actually posted on Tuesdays now, not Mondays. Mondays, people ain't woken up on Mondays. We're going on Tuesdays now. People are good into the work week. Find us on Spotify. Find us on all streaming podcast platforms. Find us on YouTube, the Chocolate Podcast Network. I had to get rid of No Life Boys because all the boys left. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. What you want us to talk about next? We did not get to the topic today. I ruined it, but we'll get to it another time. We got guests coming. We got some more PKs that we've been coming across, so we're getting it popping, man. Till next time. We out.